Hello my loves, welcome back for another video.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me.
Okay, for those that do not know me, my name is Ashley Anderson. I create content to help teach you how to look and feel your best both inside and out by elevating the everyday woman. Here on my channel, I talk about all things beauty, fashion, and personal development. We have a lot to get into today, so let's go ahead and get started. So today's video is going to be about how to reinvent your style. So let's say that you're reinventing your style from the ground up. It's 2024, out with the old, in with the new. Where should you start off first? So what you want to do is look at your current style situation and figure out your current lifestyle and identify your style preference. So what I would recommend you doing is discovering your own style icon and then creating a lookbook on Pinterest to put all those different looks together. Creating a lookbook will help you to have something to refer back on when it comes for you to go shopping. And if you don't particularly have a fashion icon in mind, well, just do a lookbook anyway. Just go on Pinterest and start putting together like different looks. Maybe it's a top that you like on one person, a bottom or a dress that you like on another. Just put these different looks together to get like an overall view of what particular style that you are drawn to. This would just help serve as like a starter point on what particular style that you may be into. So after that, you want to figure out your body shape because you need to take that into consideration when it comes to shopping. And then you also want to identify your color season or your color scheme. When it comes to finding your color season, I do recommend you to maybe consult with a color stylist or color consultant, or even take like a little quiz that you can find online. I know there's like, I want to say about 5 or 6 different color seasons that exist. I think I'm a dark autumn if I can remember correctly. So certain shades may look good on you versus other shades. Like let's say that you think that you always look good in black, but actually black actually washes you out and you should lean more towards a navy or a different, or maybe like a charcoal gray. Things of that nature. A style or color consultant can help you figure those things out, especially if you know your color season. I think I remember how I figured out my color season, so I will put a link down below for a website that you can refer to find your own color scheme or your own color season yourself instead of having to pay for a consultation from a stylist. The next thing I want you to do is go to your closet and declutter everything that's in it. Just take out all your clothes, all your shoes, all your accessories and everything, because we are starting from scratch, hunty. So empty out your entire closet, and then we're just gonna make piles. We're gonna make a pile and divide all your clothes and everything and just sort it. So we're going to sort it from what to keep, what to donate, and what is it that you should just give away, or maybe some things that you just want to hold on to, but you could possibly use it for a style idea, but you're not quite sure on how to figure that out yet. Just put that like in a maybe pile somewhere. So after you did all your decluttering, we want to organize our wardrobe now. So we want to put all the shelves, maybe add in some shelves, add in an armoire, add in some type of spacing to help you like kind of motivate you and inspire you to get your clothes together. Because sometimes we can't all afford an IKEA closet, but we can do bougie on a budget and just put our closet and set it up to where every time we go inside our closet, we get inspired, we feel rejuvenated, we able to get some inspiration, ideas, and it just makes us happy. Our closet and our beauty area should be our happy space in order to get dressed. So when we maximize our space, we'll be able to have more room to put in all the new stuff. After we take out all the stuff that we done had from like the 80s and 90s when we were really into go-go boots, get rid of all this stuff. We're gonna start new, okay? So after you take an inventory of things that you are getting rid of or donating, now you need to create a new list. So you need to create a shopping list of things that you need according to your style icon of what is it that you particularly want to get into. So maybe let's say you're into satchels and leather bags instead of like the hobo bag that everyone had like back in the early 2000s. You want to invest into that. Or let's say that you want to invest into a particular into like a particular style of boot. Let's say a riding boot, and you're no longer into like the stiletto over the knee boots, like the pretty woman look. You're not into that aesthetic anymore. You want to go to like a old money aesthetic type of style. You want to make space for that and start making a list of things that you need according to your capsule wardrobe that you're trying to build. So this list is important for us to create because we don't want to venture out and get off track when it comes to shopping when we go to the store. We want to look back at our list, look back at our lookbook so that we are staying on track. We don't want to just randomly go to the store and find something. You're like, you know what? That top is kind of cute. Maybe I could work with it. No, honey, it's cute in the moment. We don't want to impulse buy. We want to buy things that's actually on the list because we want to get the biggest bang for our buck, and we want to be able to use everything in our closet that we are purchasing. Okay, tip number 6. So after we make the purchases, we want to take care of our clothing and treat it with love and dignity, okay? So we want to follow the care instructions that is on the garment. So if it means to replace the buttons, getting our items hemmed or tailored and tucked in to fit our body perfectly, if that means to dry clean only or to wash with lukewarm water or whatever that nature is, we want to make sure that we are taking care of our garments so that it can have the best longevity. And by the way, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this featuring beauty, fashion, and lifestyle development. Tip number 7. So before we make any purchases, I do recommend you shopping in store versus online. I mean, it's different if you try it on in store and then purchase it later online if they didn't have your size. But I would say if you new at it and you don't particularly want to waste your time, energy, and money by buying stuff online and then having to ship back and go back and forth, especially if it's a place that don't do refunds, Fashion Nova, or anything like that. You want to make sure that you go in store, in-house, to be able to try on the outfits, because maybe sometimes when we buy things online, what we pictured in our head doesn't really look right in reality, you know? So we may have a particular style setting in our minds and we think it's gonna look good, but if we go in the store, it may completely look out of touch or whack, or we may look tacky. So in those cases, I do recommend you to take a picture and maybe sharing that picture with a friend. And if they can say, girl, no, that's not your style, that's not you. Because oftentimes I do that, especially when it comes to wig shopping. You know, me taking a picture, it actually does serve some more justice because it gives me an idea of what I view myself as when I look in the mirror versus me taking a picture what the world sees when they look at me in particular. So I would take a picture and then I will also keep in mind of different elements. So maybe something like you kind of, it's kind of a little iffy. You don't really particularly know if it's going to look right on you because it looks like it's missing something. Maybe it can be some gold hoop earrings. Maybe it could be some studs. Maybe it could be the way that you styled your hair. Take all of these things into consideration when buying a garment because sometimes we'll buy stuff and then we don't even take note of what we already have in the closet. But because we made that list, it's going to help us. Or because we have an idea of what we tried on, we actually come up with more ideas of putting that element together. Like, this dress may not look right, but you know what? I have a pair of boots at the house that can really make this outfit pop. So we want to take in consideration of all the elements when it comes to putting an outfit together and make sure that we are dressed for our best and that we really will look good in that outfit. And while we're at it, tip number 8 is that as we try these items on and we're testing it out, we want to make sure that we are comfortable. Take note of how you feel with the garment on. Is it too loose? Is it too big? Is it too short? Is it too long? Do we need it to get tucked in or hemmed a little bit? Where particularly is it gapping in the back? We want to take note of all those items because that's also going to take in consideration how much we may need to pay when it comes to tailoring. Like, is that outfit worth the money for you to purchase and to go get it tailored? If it's an item that's made from really good material and you feel like it's a lifelong investment, then could take into consideration that tailoring may or may not need to be made at that time. Number 9, so going back to the wish lists and creating, listing everything for purchases. When it comes to large purchases, we want to create a wish list for that and just add things into our buckets, into our bins online. We don't want to impulse buy. This is a journey. You don't have to buy everything overnight. So you want to create a wish list of items and wait for it to go on sale. Take advantage of those discounts and use those coupons if you have them, or if you know someone who got some coupons and some 10% off, something that's going to help us to be able to save up money so that we can get the item. But baby, do not pay full price if you know that the item is eventually going to go down. We don't want to make irrational purchases and end up in debt, because baby, it's really not that serious. It's really not. Tip number 10, speaking of sales, that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to wait until the store goes on sale. We can look for those items in other areas. Maybe we can find the item that we want at a consignment store or a thrift store on a nicer side of town, because they usually got all the good stuff. Or we can shop online at places like, let's see, we have Fashion Foul, we have Farfetch, we have The Real, and we have Poshmark or eBay these days. So we want to bargain hunt and shop around for all the discounts and things that we can. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to wait till until the year-end sale or the store. We can find those items someplace else. And finally, my last tip is to build your wardrobe slowly. Again, you don't have to purchase and buy everything overnight. Think of your purchasing journey as a way of you buying a piece of artwork that you're adding to your collection or at a gallery, but in a fashion sense sort of way, And remember that this is a process and a journey, and building your wardrobe is just a way of self-expression and a way to enjoy the process as you go. Well, ladies, that is it. That's all the time that I have for today, and I thank you so much for stopping by. Again, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up so that I know that you like this video. And for any videos that you have in the future that you may want me to do, go ahead and leave me a comment down below and I will answer it as soon as I can. Until next time, I love you all. Goodbye.